Welcome back to Limitless Nerd. We are here at the grand reopening of Order 66 Toys with the man,
One of them.
one of them. How does it feel to be back open?
It's stressful. New. I can't even say it's new. It's exciting to see all of the love and support again for the people that have been waiting for us to be back. There's a lot of faces that we saw today that we haven't seen in a while, and it's all hugs and hey man, we're so happy you're back. We missed you. It's like, well, we never really went anywhere. We just didn't have the storefront.
Yeah. What you've been keeping up with the Friday Night Live sale. That is having some been on the inside of it. That's something. That's a whole nother monster.
It's a monster, yeah. It's a very hungry monster that takes 6 days a week, legitimately, to prepare for and recover from. We might have one day off a week that we're not doing something for it,
Yeah.
which that makes it difficult. That's one of the reasons that uh, when we kind of saw the writing on the wall for the how the economy was shifting and people needed to spend their money on more important things like you know food and gasoline and every
It's kind of
everything
important.
else. Yeah, it's like okay, well, the time's not right for us to have the storefront, but luckily we've been doing the live show for about 8 years. We had been doing the live show for 2 years before COVID happened.
Yeah. Episode what? 406 this last weekend, I think.
406, 407, something like that.
So, in addition to Order 66, RebelScum.com, Rebel Scum Con,
Yep.
coming back for year three.
Cool tour review.
Yes, May 12th.
Day 12, collectorsoracle.com.
Yeah. So, coming back for year three of Rebel Scum Con.
Yeah, oh man.
Most of the guest list is announced already, but beyond just the guests that'll be there,
hmm
what can people look forward to? More of the same? What's coming new?
What we feel as though we specialize in that is my favorite part of the convention. We've talked about this before. I've been doing conventions, either setting up at conventions or attending conventions my entire life because that's what my family did as I was growing up. But we got to the point where we were sitting back and we were watching these other cons, and you go to these conventions and it doesn't feel like a community gathering anymore. So every year, that is my uh, number one thing that I'm worried about maintaining. And it's a really strange thing to try to do as we grow and we get more notoriety to maintain that community aspect and make sure that you can walk into our convention and have a conversation with literally anybody, and there's no elitist nonsense. There's no uh, I, it's a very difficult vibe to explain, but a lot of people describe it as Star Wars summer camp, and that's the that's what we're really going for. Obviously, like I said, we're growing and we're getting bigger and bigger name guests, but we're trying to keep the core being you can go and be best friends with anybody at that convention by the end of the show.
Yeah,
And look forward to seeing them next year because we're
yeah,
not going anywhere.
yeah. I mean, that was the biggest takeaway for me from year two. Just the and we've talked about this. I didn't have Star Wars friends growing up, and now I do.
Of course,
And
yeah.
I'm not like that. I'm gonna leave it at that because if I go any deeper than that, it's gonna get emotional, and we don't want to do that. But
Emotional is the best content, dude.
but you
It's got to
know,
be real.
I've seen it described as fandom becoming family.
Yep, I've
You
heard
know,
that.
um,
That's one of my
how
favorites.
with even with the store and with the convention with everything, how it's run by your family
hmm
and your both your blood family and your extended family at this point. So
Yep.
how important is it to hold on to that because I feel like that has to be close to, if not the number one priority.
Well, this is just to get back to I'm not going to say no corporations or something like that, like some other people might say, but uh, our biggest thing is that we are not afraid to check each other if somebody's ego gets out of line. We're not afraid to debate something into the ground for the betterment of the community and the convention. And like you said, man, it's myself and my two best friends and my brother and one of my best friend's brothers, and uh, we all just had the same goal, and uh, that's not something that will ever change. And as soon as somebody gets out of line or has to be checked too much, then we'll make a change where it needs to be made. But I don't see that ever happening.
No. So I'm curious, just you, Josh, is a Star Wars fan.
Hmm.
Favorite Star Wars movie?
That's it. It's a very difficult question to answer. I would probably say episode three, just off the cuff. And I am the right age that I saw the special editions in theater. I
Yeah.
was there for the trilogy showing where you got the Jedi Luke on the card and all that. I remember all that, but I remember sitting next to my wife at the midnight premiere of episode three. She was pregnant with our first child, and like there's so many memories
Yeah.
about it
Yeah.
that are so just solid core memories for me. And it's got the best lightsaber duels in my opinion. It brings the full story all the way around and culminates and everything makes sense and then of course everything spins off from that. You know,
Yeah.
you're talking about episode three has to be my favorite because it's Order 66, and people ask me all the time, why'd you name your company Order 66? And the answer is every single thing in Star Wars, the entire universe, is leading up to or a consequence of Order 66.
Yeah.
And that's, in my opinion, that is the center point of the Star Wars universe
Yeah.
when that happens. So, yeah, it's got to be episode three.
Do you have a favorite character? I know. I know.
I would have to break it down into eras.
Okay.
Uh, I really, I really love Anakin pre being in the suit.
Yeah.
Uh, that's a really kind of niche like Han Solo is awesome, and then I'm actually a big fan of Kylo. A
Yeah.
lot of a
Yeah.
lot of people
For sure.
say he's a whiny crybaby or whatever you want to say about him, but
Yeah.
you know Adam Driver's an awesome actor, and I think that character would have been done a lot more justice in film if they weren't jumping around with writers and directors.
Yeah. For
But
sure.
if you go into the comics, Kylo is like supremely
Yeah.
powerful, man.
Yeah. For
He
sure.
took down the Zillo Beast when Vader couldn't.
Yeah. Yeah. I gotta ask this because I always ask this, and it's always interesting to hear. If Dave Filoni and or Lin Brennan
Hmm.
came to you and said, "We need something new in Star Wars,
Hmm.
movie, show,
Yep.
live action, animated, game, book, comic, anything that you say, anything that you pitch in the next 30 seconds, Lucasfilm is going to make it. It is impossible for them to say no.
Okay.
What are you doing?"
The Adventures of Cade Skywalker from the Legacy era. I want to see the Fell Dynasty on film. I want to see uh, the proper empire uh, that was led by the Fell Dynasty. One of my favorite characters ever. If you were going to go to just to answer another earlier question, Soontir Fel, I absolutely love, and then his family is so pivotal to the expanded universe. So I want to see that. I want to see Cade. I want to see Luke as a Force ghost doing the Obi-Wan role in a different kind of way than we got in the sequels. Uh, I've heard a lot of rumors about Star Wars Starfighter coming up. That could be, like a Cade thing with Mara Jade and this and that. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't. If it was, if they were gonna do that, um, I think Ryan Gosling is an awesome actor. I love Project Hail Mary. It's my favorite book of all time. But Charlie Hunnam needs to be cast as Cade Skywalker. I would also cast Karen Gillan as Darth Talon.
Okay.
Uh, Darth Krayt, maybe Stephen Lang.
Who's your Mara Jade?
That's tough.
That's probably
Uh,
the hardest one of the group.
so if we're so she Mara Jade's not in the Legacy era, but depending on where you're gonna place her, I think Amy Adams is a really great casting if they go that direction. My personal choice would be Jessica Chastain.
Okay.
So
Okay. All right. That's cool. So the store is back open. Rebel Scum Con Year 3 is coming up
yeah. Oh man,
sooner than we think.
we got breaking news
I heard that.
amongst the team.
I heard that. I don't know what it is, but all I keep hearing is breaking news coming,
Uh,
forthcoming.
yeah.
Nobody
Hopefully.
will tell me what it is.
So what's today? Today's May 1st.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll save the announcement for May 4th. Maybe we'll do something special. But probably headliner status.
Oh boy, my wallet can't take anymore.
It's okay. That's what credit cards are for.
So the store is back open. Year 3 is coming up. The future is only up from here, I would assume.
Well, one day at a time, and all that we can do is make sure that we're taking care of the people around us. And I'm a very strong believer that if you take care of your friends and family, they'll take care of you. And we try to do that with our content creators and make sure that you guys. I heard you got a pretty awesome piece of content with our guest today.
I did. I did.
So, yeah, we're just trying to take good care of people and just one step at a time. So, I I'm not looking too far into the future other than the convention. The store will run itself. We've been around for 17 years as of August 1st.
Yeah.
So it's I feel like I'm not gonna say it's on autopilot or anything like that. It's a lot of work, but it's not anything we haven't been doing for
Yeah.
almost 20 years.
So if you haven't got your tickets for Rebel Scum Con yet, you can do that at Rebel Scum Conventions with an S.com. Find them on all the social media. Order 66 Toys is back open. I don't know the actual address. I'm sure you do.
2999 West 15th Street, Plano, Texas 75075.
And you can follow Order 66 Toys on Facebook to see everything about the Friday Night Live sale, which is over 400 episodes in at this point.
Fun fact:
Yes.
we were trying to figure out how many live shows we've actually done. It's over 500
Oh.
because we had the Bay 12 live shows.
Oh yeah.
We had all of our pop-up shows.
Yeah.
We had all of our private signings that we did pop-up shows for. It's yeah.
Over 500.
Yeah.
That's
But
insane.
the Friday Night Live show specifically, we just passed episode 400.
Yeah. I mean, you and I have known each other for a long time at this point. I'm glad to be here, celebrating the store being back open and just everything that y'all are doing. So I appreciate everything that y'all are doing, and It's only going to go up from here.
Come meet Limitless Nerd at Rebel Scum Con 2026.
Are you giving me a table and a guarantee?
A guarantee. And I got to give you a guarantee. Ugh. What are we charging for autographs?
We were talking about checking egos a few minutes ago. Maybe
Yeah.
it's my turn.
Yeah. You probably catch him walking around getting some awesome content, getting some interviews. Make sure you like and subscribe to all of his outlets, and you gotta make sure to tell them where they can find you, man.
It's Instagram, limitless_nerd. TikTok's the same thing. Twitter was a thing for like 24 hours, and then I discovered that Twitter is terrible, so we're not going to keep doing that. YouTube, just search Limitless Nerd, and it'll be there. You'll see my face, you'll see his face, you'll see lots of other amazing people, and more on the way. Until then, may the force be with you.
He's got the inside scoop. Keep following him.